Because of the China program, Space Force are being forced to push their manned mission to the moon ahead by 4 years, which is something that is amazing to press and they want to know why. And while their astronauts may not be America's best and brightest, they're what they've got, so it's going to have to work. And while the astronauts board their craft, Naird and Mallory watch expectantly from the command centre, hoping that nothing goes wrong. The rocket makes it out of the Space Force base, and after a few minutes, they get the call from Captain Angela, who's the head of the mission, and she says that they've made it into Earth's orbit, and the command centre erupts in celebration with good news. To celebrate, Naird does as his wife has asked, and he asks the civilian contractor Kelly King if she'll go out on a date with him, and she agrees. Unfortunately, after everyone comes back into the command centre after a quick breather, there's a new problem. The Chinese have claimed the entire Sea of Tranquility for scientific research, and the American craft is heading for the opposite side of the crater, which is now controlled by the Chinese. Mark still goes out with Kelly that night, and she's confused why they went so far away, and this is he doesn't want anyone to know about her, and he says he's concerned that his daughter would find out, and he thinks it would be better if he was to tell her first. The following morning, Mark asks his daughter what she would think if he were to go out with another woman, and she says that she'd be disgusted, so when Kelly appears, you can tell that she isn't impressed. She decides to go visit her mom who's in prison, and she tells her that Mark's cheating on her, but then her mom says she knows, and it was actually her idea in the first place. Back at the Space Force base, they now find out why the Chinese are being so secretive, and it's because they're drilling for valuable resources, and Space Force can't allow them to hoard these materials. Because of this, Naird puts the foot down, and he decides they're not going to find a new place for the lunar habitat, and they're going to land inside the Chinese claimed territory. Once again, they all watch expectantly from the command centre as their shuttle touches down the moon surface, and to get the green light has been a success. They're now that much closer to getting American boots back on the moon. Captain Angela steps out from the shuttle and looks out across the vastness of the landscape they've just landed on. She climbs down the ladder, then steps down onto the moon, putting boots on the moon 4 years ahead of schedule. They watch on in awe from the command centre, but then Naird notices something from one of the secondary screens. He sees the flag planted on the moon from the Apollo 11 mission, and he sees a Chinese rover next to it, and then the Chinese drive over the flag, and it seems the time for peace is over.